Welcome to the 2020 commencement ceremony for Northwest High School. Please stand for the national anthem, followed by the alma mater sung by the varsity choir.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, America? To thee, O Northwest High School, hail to thee, O hail. Truth and honor you have taught us, never thee we fail. Loyalty to thy traditions, faith in thy success, ever in our hearts we'll keep thee, dear old NHS.
At this time, I'd like to do some introductions. Board President, Retta Tuggle. Board Vice President, Gary Bonaker. Board Secretary, Chris Shelton. Board Treasurer, Jeff Hannewinkle. Board Member, Sherry Talbot. Board Member, Amy Genowine. Board Member, Terry Green. Central Office Staff, Superintendent Dr. Desi Kirchhoffer. Chief Operating Officer, Dr. Jeff Macy. Director of Human Resources, Kim Resch. Director of Secondary Education, Dr. Tammy Ridgway. Director of Elementary Education, Dr. Grace Green. Class of 2020 team, Class Principal, Dr. Jason Brown. Administrative Assistant, Mrs. Rachel Sanner. Guidance Counselor, Mrs. Christine Alphen. Virtual Graduation Team, Amy Plaster, Ashley Smead, and reading the names today, Ken Campbell.
My fellow graduates, I'd like to start off by offering my most sincere congratulations to each and every one of you. The day that we have all been waiting for has come at last, and our hard work has been met with the recognition that it deserves. The class of 2020 is truly unique and deserves a one-of-a-kind celebration, which is exactly what we are getting here today. Our class will forever go down in the history books as the most flexible and resilient graduating class of all time, and also the undeniable senior skip day champions of the world. These final months of our high school career were not what anyone could have predicted, but together we pushed through and came out the other side stronger than ever. A wise turtle named Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda once said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it is called the present." Graduates, there's nothing that we can do today that will change anything from the last couple of months. Let us not dwell in the past, but instead hang on to our moments of pure happiness, the moments of joy and bliss that make up some of our fondest high school memories. Hold on to these moments, but trust that the best is yet to come. And if these last few months have taught us anything, it's that sometimes the future can be unpredictable and completely outside of our control. You can plan your life away, but then all of a sudden, bang! You're stuck at home watching Tiger King for 2 whole months. You just never know what life may have in store for you. Don't dwell on the past, but don't obsess about the future. Sometimes the best thing to do is kick back and let life lead you instead of you trying to lead it. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. Focus on what you can control. Worry less. Smile more. As the next chapter of our lives begin, my challenge for each and every one of you is to actually live life. Not through the camera of your phone or on social media or behind color-coded planners, but actually live in the moment and experience life. Soak up each and every second and suck the preciousness out of every opportunity. Be spontaneous, take risks, and dare to be unique. The great philosopher and father of the Kiki Challenge, Drake, once said, "Oh well, I guess you lose some and win some. Long as the outcome is income. You know I want it all, and then some." Graduates, as we embark on our journeys, do not be afraid to rewrite your own definition for success. While you should always strive for greatness, know that greatness is not always defined by the zeros in your bank account. Look past this materialism and do instead what makes you feel fulfilled, not what makes you rich. Find something that you are deeply passionate about and fight for it. Pour your heart and soul into it. Set the bar high for yourself and commit to your goals, no matter how daunting they may seem or what others say about them. Block out these haters and stay true to yourself. We have proven that the class of 2020 can overcome any obstacle and accomplish anything we set our minds to. Do not fall into the trap thinking that the sky is the limit, because how can the sky possibly be the limit when there are footprints on the moon? Chase your dreams, follow your heart, believe in yourself, and most importantly, never forget to be respectful, responsible, resilient, and ready, because the class of 2020 is just getting warmed up.
Good evening, Lion Nation. It is an honor to address the class of 2020. Thank you and your families for all your contributions to the Northwest School District. The class of 2020. When you think of 2020, you may think of a clear vision and perfect vision. 2020 vision. Well, these times are nothing but clear. But let me tell you that some things have become really clear as your story unfolds. What is clear is that the class of 2020 is special and will have an amazing story of resilience and pride. What is also clear is that your circumstances continue to make you stronger and more connected than ever. There have been some amazing stories of connectedness and collaboration, inspiring stories about people helping each other. There have been many times throughout this when we didn't know what to do or how to help, but there was never any doubt that Lion Nation would stick together and come out stronger. We hear stories locally and across the nation about healthcare workers, first responders, and heroes risking their lives, but also stories from neighborhoods across the country and across our community. People helping with food, helping with yard work, people checking on each other, people shopping for others, people caring for each other. These are amazing stories of people coming together like never before. And that's what great stories do. They bring people together. You are part of this. Your story is part of history. While each of you has a unique story to tell, you will forever be connected by your stories. You had a strange twist to your plot. The plot is thickened with a surprise, and there was a cliffhanger at the end of this chapter. But you are a Netflix and Prime generation, so you understand what an abrupt and suspenseful ending to a season might feel or look like. You also know that a new season will drop and another adventure will begin. This is just part of a chapter or season in your life. It has been obvious that the class of 2020 can handle this. You will learn and grow from this challenge. Things will be forever changed. There are new ways to do things, and there are new ways to look at things. In the face of a challenge, people grow. It is part of having a growth mindset, and in this case, an innovative mindset. You have been incredibly creative and innovative during this time. You had to change. You had to adapt, and you did, and you continue to do so. We have all learned life lessons throughout this time. I believe this has been an opportunity that when viewed with a certain lens has opened doors and possibilities that we may have never thought about or tried before. While you reflect upon your career at Northwest and all the important people and milestones along the way, you will undoubtedly remember the way your senior year came to an end. Class of 2020, I am confident that when you look back on this time in your life, you will reflect on a time that pushed you to be better, stronger, and more resilient. You will reflect that this season was unusual, sometimes scary, but a chapter or season in your life that was pivotal in making you the adult you are and will become. It will make you a better employee, a better spouse, a better son or daughter, a better brother or sister, a better leader, a better person. You will be able to tell a story like no one before you. You will turn this moment and what you have learned into incredible opportunities. While the next chapter season is highly anticipated, while it is playing itself out, make sure to hit the pause button from time to time and reflect on where you need to be focused. Focus on who and what is most important to you because you are the director of this new season. It goes without saying that things will continue to change and evolve. That is beyond our control, but there is so much that is within our control, especially our attitudes and our mindset. While there will continue to be changes, unanticipated and unplanned, one thing that will not change is that people need each other, always. Always remember that the relationships and your personal connections that you made and will continue to make will be the most important part of your story. No matter what the future might bring or what challenges and celebrations will lie ahead, keep smiling, Lion Nation. Even if you're wearing a mask, people can see the smile in your eyes. Stay connected, Lion Nation. Class of 2020, you've got this. Congratulations, all the best. Thank you for letting us be part of your story.
Serene, forgetting the music of stillness. Holy and low. I will make this world of mine devising out of a dream in my lonely mind. I shall find the crystal of peace above me, above me. Stars I shall find, stars I shall find. There will be shores, stars shining. There will be rest and shores, stars shining. Over the rooftops crowned with snow. A rain of rest, serene, forgetting the music of stillness. Holy and low. Stars I shall find.
Hello, my name is Jillian Tomlinson and I'm a part of the 2020 graduating class. It seems just like yesterday, life was normal for us. We were hanging out with friends, working part-time jobs, and going to school, as much as we may have hated it at times. We were enjoying the simple pleasures of high school, such as roaming the halls of Northwest and walking to Subway and Motor Mart after school. And for the first time in my life, all jokes aside, I'm hearing seniors honestly say how much they want to go back to school. We all had senioritis until the pandemic hit. And to say that the class of 2020 is upset is an understatement. Some of our most memorable high school events have been indefinitely postponed, such as an in-person graduation ceremony and our much anticipated senior prom. But while those are important and memorable events, we shouldn't dwell on them. High school isn't forever. But life as we know it has changed. We've been told in order to keep our community safe, we must stay at home and deprive ourselves of human contact beyond those within our household. Many of us and our parents have been laid off from our jobs, and those who have been deemed essential have been risking their lives to go work outside the home. And as a collective, we all feel something has been taken from us, whether it be the chance to say goodbye to that kid we talked to in class every day, or to tell that one special teacher how much they meant to us and impacted us, or to show appreciation to the all too often overlooked building personnel, or to truly thank our coaches and perform and compete one last time in an extracurricular activity, club, or sport we have loved since we first stepped onto the stage, field, court, or track. We didn't want to believe that March 17th, 2020 would be the last day of senior year, the last day of high school, the last day of our entire secondary education experience. As Helen Keller once said, "When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. The door to our senior year has closed, but the door to the rest of our lives is wide open." Though the unforeseen events that have impacted our senior year have been upsetting, we should not dwell on them, but instead learn and grow exponentially. This experience does not define who we are. During my 13 years in the Northwest School District, I've encountered countless students who have proven that their circumstances do not define them. To the students listening here today, the class of 2020, we are the ones who are going to change the world. COVID-19 will leave an enormous mark on history, but we will leave an even bigger one. Our graduating class is part of history in the making, but we are making history. We must show the world we are dedicated and prepared for success. We will let the world know we are an incredible group of intelligent, resilient, and hardworking young men and women who will persevere. And while we may feel like we've received the short end of the stick this time around, we won't let it happen again. Let us learn from this experience and work hard as our future selves to ensure this will never affect another life, family, student body, or graduating class again. Let us learn from this experience and allow us to become successful service providers, healthcare personnel, business owners, trade workers, educators, laborers, and first responders in our future society. Let us learn from this experience and change the world as we know it. Life is always going to throw curveballs at us, but we should never give up. We are the class of 2020, and we have exactly what it takes to make a lasting difference. And finally, let us all learn from this experience and let the world know the class of 2020 is a force to be reckoned with. After all, we are Northwest Lions, and the world will hear our roar. Thank you.
From babies to tykes, tweens and teens to adults, we have grown so much as a class. We have grown from snotty kids to mature adults. Well, for the most of us. It's crazy to think that when we were little, we dreamed of joining the army, being an astronaut, a fireman, or even a teacher. But now, some of us are making those dreams come true, and others, well, they found their calling, or maybe they're still in search of it, but that's okay. I'd like to take a moment to think about how much we as a class have changed. We may not have been here for Y2K or updating our MySpace pages, but we watched the Jonas Brothers break up and get back together. We used to trade silly bands at recess and hurt our ankles with razor scooters. Ouch. And, we watched Captain Jack Sparrow and Will Turner conquer the ocean, and we watched Troy Bolton falling in love with Gabriela Montez. We watched as Zach and Cody went from living in a hotel to a cruise ship and grew up along with them. We even watched as Hannah Montana revealed her secret, moving on to her own forever. And just to dig up something we've all probably suppressed to the backs of our minds, we will probably be the last class to really remember watching Fred and his annoyingly high-pitched voice. You see, we may not have had the same things as the previous classes or maybe the future classes, but we will all remember that we were raised by two amazing parents, Disney and Nickelodeon. Now, I know it's been tough getting to where we are today, especially with hardships that have come in our last semester. But let's just think. We have a story of senior year like no other. We are graduating, even in a world pandemic, and rising above all other conflicts. There's probably even a couple of us who weren't sure we'd make it to this day, graduation day. But we did. Despite all the hard work, tests, and tears, we made it. I know there were some days we felt like dropping out or skipping a couple of classes, but even then, we showed up. We came to school every day, we tolerated the homework and the long, exhausting days, and I think at least personally that we all heard Mr. Brown's voice in our subconscious quietly chanting, Let's go, class of 2020! I think if I didn't walk today, Mr. Brown wouldn't be mad, just disappointed. But he has fathered our class along with his own family, helping us become the people we are today and guiding us to where we need to be. Over the years, himself, Mrs. Sanner, and Mrs. Alphin have all taken care of us, while even behind the scenes, they made sure we got everything we needed to be able to graduate and venture onto our own forever, just like Hannah Montana. The class before us is in the past, but we are in the future. It is up to us to make the world what we want it to be. We need engineers, doctors, teachers, philosophers, activists, and everything in between. It is us, the class of 2020, who will change the world. You could be sitting next to the next Steve Jobs or the next Coco Chanel, or maybe you are that person. When Steve Jobs hit rock bottom, he still saw a light to help him prevail through everything thrown against him. And he persevered through his life stronger than before. And for Coco Chanel, not even a war could stop her from becoming one of the most renowned fashion entrepreneurs ever to have lived. Everyone has the potential for greatness, but it's up to us to make that happen. I'm sure we've all heard it before, but the key to success is showing up. No matter how much better sleep sounds than doing work or going to school, we have to hold ourselves responsible for our own success. There are a lot of things in life that will challenge us, like our home life, money, love, loss, and so much more. These hurdles, however, are what helped us grow into the people we are today and will continue helping us for many years. So class of 2020, I'm so proud of you. And I couldn't be happier to be a part of this year's graduates. So seniors and about to be graduates, be proud of yourselves. We have all earned it. Today is our day, so let's seize it together.
Welcome parents, community, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2020. When looking back at the start of the year, none of us standing, sitting, laying down, or however you're watching this ceremony would ever predict a pandemic that would end the school year so early. The good news is that despite the numerous challenges, you have all made it, and you have accomplished a major stepping stone in your educational career, a diploma from Northwest High School. Great job. I hope your diploma means as much to you as it does for fellow NHS alumni. You see many teachers, doctors, lawyers, CEOs, and professional athletes have walked these same halls and received the same diploma you have. This diploma opens the door for your future in helping you achieve your goals and dreams. Once a lion, always a lion. The phrase exemplifies unity, courage, determination, and no fear. The one thing that separates the average from the elite is being scared or fearful. By a show of hands, how many of you are feeling a little worried of your future right now? No one? No hands? Oh wait, I can't see you, I forgot this is virtual. Fear can only have two meanings. Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. It's up to you on how you face fear. Those who are not fearful or scared of failure can achieve great things. Take, for example, Michael Jordan. He is quoted, "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games, and 26 times I've been trusted to take the winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." When you are out of your comfort zone, as we all are now, significant learning takes place. Look at me. I'm a half a century old and still learning new things like Zoom, Google Meets, and even TikTok. Anyway, for the last 2 months, changes happen minute by minute, hour by hour, and day by day. We have to leave emails, documents, and even TikToks in our drafts because learning is occurring continuously, and we've learned that even though our plans change, the outcome can result in bigger and better things. So my advice to you is, don't conform to the norm or status quo. Have no fear. This is your chance to be unique and apply new learning for individual success and use it for the benefit of the world. Now let's talk about the district's mission statement and the 4 R's. respectful, responsible, resilient, and ready. These 4 words have become the essentials for every member of the Northwest R1 School District. These words have echoed in our existence, in and out of our school buildings, and they have guided us daily over this last year. Respectful, I can say without a doubt that walking down the halls each day, you are all some of the most respectful young men and women I have ever met. Your parents and teachers have taught you well. You look people in the eye, shake hands, which for now is an elbow bump, hold the door for adults, pick up trash, and generally look out for everyone in the Northwest family each day. I sincerely brag to everyone and speak about how amazing you all are, and I love each and every one of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Responsible, well, I don't know how you would have ever got to this point if you were not responsible. It has been quite a challenge for many of you to get, complete, and excel in your work each and every day without being in class. I want to personally thank all of your teachers, especially your homeschool teachers, aka your parents, for supporting you and guiding you through these challenges. Resilient. This would have to be the key essential word that you and the entire world has had to embrace during this school year. It has always been said, one finds out what a true person is made of when a major obstacle is put in place to overcome. I can honestly say this class has been faced with adversity unlike any other, and undoubtedly, you will use this experience to become even stronger. I will always be proud of the resilience of this class and the class of 2020, and your accomplishments. I hope to see many of you overcome fear and worry and achieve great things and be a part of the NHS Hall of Fame. Last but not least is ready. You all are ready to enter the adult world, and let me remind you of a few accomplishments of this class. You all have been part of a Leader in Me program that is the first nationwide to be K-12. Your graduating class is over 400 students. You have earned millions in scholarships. There are 30 plus Bright Flight scholars in this class. There are 2 National Merit Honorable Mention finalists in this class. This year's school year softball team finished 4th at state. Our competition cheerleaders took 1st place in state for the first time in 12 years. The wrestling team, both boys and girls, finished in the top 10 with 6 medals, including 1 undefeated state champ. The soccer team won districts and advanced 2 sectionals. Girls volleyball was 27-8. Cross country had 4 state qualifiers. The band was named Outstanding Band of the Liberty Bowl. And this year's senior class set the record for the most skipped days. All spring sports went undefeated, and they deserve a championship ring, I would think. I'm going to send you away with one quote that Thomas Edison said, "Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time." Good luck, class of 2020, and never stop trying.
Samson Ali Abdallah. George Thomas Adams. Stormy Jean Marie Adkerson. Mulki Abukar Ali. Natalie Catherine Allen. Hannah Elizabeth Altus. Alexandria Rose Aper. Scott Patrick Stephen Austin. Brandon Lee Bailey. Tara May Baker. Megan Aubrey Barker. Megan Elizabeth Barnott. Elena Raylyn Bartleson. Isabella Grace Bartley. David Wayne Barton. Hannah Elizabeth Battles. Adam Robert Bauer. Erin Elizabeth Bauer. Nicole Marie Bauer. Abigail Rose Baumgarth, magna cum laude. Nathan Merrill Beard. Mackenzie Christina Burley, cum laude. Joshua Paul August Bierman. Lainey Lucille Astor Bergantine, summa cum laude. Blake Austin Bertani. Ashley Carson Beaker, cum laude. Samuel Joseph Ermas. Cheyenne Lee Bird. Jonathan Anthony Mark Black. Samantha Nicole Black. Alexander James Blank. Timothy Michael Bobmeyer. Tanner Paul Bailey. Marianne Louise Bolte. Braden Michael Joseph Bonds. Renee Janelle Bortner. Dylan Richard Bowen. James William Bowen, summa cum laude. Dominica Louise Bowles. Matthew Joseph Lee Boyer. Gabriel Xavier Bradley. Benjamin David Brado. Alyssa Paige Anna Broussard. Jade Nicole Braswell. Joseph William Brawley. Justin Troy Breckel. Mason Landon Brooke. Cameron Charles Brown. Megan Elizabeth Brown. Sean Wesley Brown. Caitlin Elizabeth Bruger. Robert James Bruinger. Jada Lily Burton. Patrick Boyd Burton. Samantha Lynn Budvick. Colton Matthew Byerly. Joseph Anthony Camacho. Pedro Caricature. Emma Bell Carmichael, Emily Renee Carico, Sydney Paige Carruthers, Allie Marie Castile, Christian Castro, Zachary Joseph Couture, Olivia Blue Christensen, Jacob Michael Christopher, Kayla Jane Cronister, cum laude, Blake Christopher Clark, Nicholas Michael Clark, magna cum laude, Robert Clark, Conrad Presnell Clutter, Danielle Alexis Cobb, Logan Ryan Koch, Brooke Eileen Connolly, cum laude, JC Virginia Cool, Chloe Nicole Copeland, Amy Elise Corbin, magna cum laude, Allison Faye Corgan, Grace Elizabeth Covington, summa cum laude, Angel Lorraine Jane Cowick, Amelia Nicole Cox, Angel Brianna Cremians, Gage Michael Dalton, Trenton Dominic Daniel, Madison Keeley Darner, Emma Renee Davis, Jackson Colin Davis, Jordan Michael Davis, Ashley Marie Debonair, Ryan Clay Dagonia, Ronald Allen DeLashmet, Cheyenne Lee DeKemper, cum laude, Sierra Cade Dickerson, Dylan Dakota Dinger, Violet Lucille Dodge, Alexandra Lucina Dominguez, Tyler Joseph Donnelly, Tyler William Dorsey, William Jean Draper, Madeline Rose Eads, Mallory Lee Eads. Sydney Kathleen Eaton, cum laude. Trinity Lynn Eberhardt. Thomas Roland Ecker. Cody Joseph Eddings. August John Eimer. Samuel David Elder, cum laude. Jillian Michelle Ems. Maya Laurice Ernst. Amanda Lee Etchingham. Tyler Thomas Evans. Joshua Owen Farmer. James Vincent Fasano. Marissa Courtney Fennell. Jacob Elijah Fields. Elizabeth Marie Figemeyer. Kara Jane Foster. Dustin Robert Franken. Jonathan Malcolm Freedy. Dylan Michael Frost. Haley Marie Fuss Mueller. Alec Christopher Gamble. Stephanie Paige Garrett. Austin Tyler Gayfield. Jacob Matthew Giron, summa cum laude. Mackenzie Marie George. Matthew Ryan Gilbers. Morgan Faye Gill. Chelsea Madison Gilson. Shannon Allison Gogol. Logan Daniel Gott. Christopher Matthew Gottlieb. Nicole Magdalene Grabowski. Keely Allison Grady, summa cum laude. Riley Kane Green, magna cum laude. Kaylee Green. Judith Ann Marie Greenwald. Robert Lee Greer. Jack Ryan Gropey. Madison Bailey Gross. David Lee Guccione. Dominic Ian Jafrida. Marshall Theodore Gunn. Rebecca May Haas, summa cum laude. Bradley Christopher Hahn. Lindsay Elizabeth Halbert. Caitlin Rochelle Hall. Caroline Romelia Ann Hall Rubio. Jacob Lee Harding. Clabe Thomas B. Harlan. Caleb John Harms. Tyler Cole Hartwick. Taylor Rose Hasbrook, summa cum laude. Samantha Bonnie Haynes. Troy Alexander Haynes, cum laude. Colin Edward Healy. Emily Rose Heberly. Tyler William Helm. Brianna Nicole Helton. Emma Bell Henry. Haley Marie Hertel. Matthew Philip Hessler. Gwyneth Lucille Hewitt. Madeline Elizabeth Hicks. Miranda Grace Hill. Macy Caroline Hines. Drake Eugene Hines. Brennan Andrew Hobbs. Dalton Curtis Hograth. Liam Alexander Holt. Cameron Riley Horton. Cody Christopher Hauk. John Westley Howard. Charles Edward Howell. Connor Ulysses Howell. Madison Haley Howell. Zachary David Hubler. Devin Ray Hudson. Joseph Alexander Isbell. Lauren Nicole Jackson. Tara Lynn Jackson. Austin Robert James. Brittany Nicole James. James Lee James. Carmen Christine Jennings. Jake Kevin Jerka. Alexis Marie Jandro, Alexandria Renee Johnson, Ethan Aaron Johnson, Cody Ryan Johnston, Jasmine Lee Kesa, Shane Eldon Keaton, magna cum laude, Rachel Amanda Kelly, summa cum laude, Carter Wayne Kemper, Landon Reese Kettler, Logan Kyle King, Spencer Stephen Kovacs, Brianna Christine Kreutz, Nicole Jareen Kalker, Kevin Michael Lamline, Samuel Anthony Lato, magna cum laude, Destiny Raven Lyra, Hunter Garrett Lee, Jamie Diana Lee, Gianna Elise Licavoli, Kayla Marie Lightfoot, Julian K. Lipford, summa cum laude, Nathan James Lister, Kenneth Malcolm Lockhart, Trenton Alexander Long, Connor Patrick Luca, Nathan Garrett Mater, Catherine Grace Marting, summa cum laude, Tiana Nicole Marty, Alexandria Paige Mason, Aiden James Mature, Audrey Kathleen May, summa cum laude, Catherine Grace Mayer, cum laude, Lauren Elizabeth Mayer, Joshua Michael McAdams, Sean Thomas McAfee, Jason Nathaniel McAteer, Connor Patrick McDonald, Mackenzie Lynn McIntyre, Sean Matthew McKenna, Tara Marie McNeely. Mason Wheeler Mears. Jacinda Ann Michelle Medina. Claire Elaine Maish, summa cum laude. Antonia Sue Melendrez. Jasmina Memick. Alexander James Michael. Austin Lynn Miller. Courtney Paige Miller. Lily Ann Miller. Natalie Nicole Miller. Nicholas Andrew Mensmeyer, summa cum laude. Austin Thomas Motor. Colin Michael Mooney. Dalton Joseph Moore, magna cum laude. Gavin Thomas Moore. Victoria Ann Morgan. Kenzie Lynn Morris. Caitlin Alexandra Moser. Hunter Travis Moyer. Brianna Danielle Mueller. Jacob David Mueller. Philip Yosef Muller, cum laude. Lily Anne Marie Mundinger. Harley Lynn Murphy. Taylor Renee Murphy. Marissa Nicole Murray. Kira Paige Morel, magna cum laude. Monica Sue Ellen Myers. Keegan Grace Newhouse. Jordan Nicole Nix. Joseph Liam Noah. Benjamin Alexander Nolden. Brock Anthony Nolden. Brandon Langsarich Nuan Savani. Aaron Sandra Luis Nowacki. Brandon Michael Odell. Daniel Thomas O'Donnell. Grace Christine O'Malley. Caitlin Augusta Onanian, summa cum laude. Tabitha Leilani Otzenberger. Christopher Michael Parrish. Kylie Marie Parker. Kirsten Elizabeth Parker. Thomas Christian Patient, magna cum laude. Kylie Marie Patterson. Harrison Seth Patton. Mallory Nicole Payne. Sierra Ashley Nicole Parrott, cum laude. Sid Peters, summa cum laude. Stephen Christopher Ferris. Zachary Ray Phelps. Cyrus Edward Phillip. Jordan Miller Pierce. Tristan Christopher Plow. Brianna Rose Pond, summa cum laude. Ashley Nicole Pope. Cody Walker Hoskin, summa cum laude. Abigail Amanda Christine Pratt. Christopher Joseph Preuss, cum laude. Samuel George Priskew. Luke David Rao, cum laude. Benjamin Jacob Reese. Daryl Jean Reed. Jacob Austin Reeder. Bryce Edward Ripa. Alyssa Michelle Ray. Shay Lee Richardson. Mackenzie Lynn Robb. Scott Charles Robbins. Caitlin Christine Roberts, cum laude. Kenneth Evan Roberts. Noah James Roberts, summa cum laude. Jayla Amaya Robinson. Jessica Lynn Robinson, summa cum laude. Tyler James Rogers. Sadie Nicole Redger. Ashley Jean Romaine. Hannah Marie Rossfeld. Travis Paul Rout. Landon Gage Rowland. Garrett Lee Rubel. Grace Elizabeth Ryan. Gavin Lucas Salters. Lucas Gavin Sampson. Tyler Marie Sanders. Tessa Lynn Irene Sansasi. Erica Nicole Schammel. Evan Riley Michael Shepker. Dakota Michael Schilling. Alexa Michelle Schmidt. Carrie Jabias Schmidt. Chase Alexander Schnars. Emma Faith Schneider. Carly Madison Scholes. Danielle Nicole Shonoff. Abigail Rose Schuler. Christian Curtis Schumacher. Christopher Glenn Schwartz, summa cum laude. Jamie Rose Scott. Tristan Nathaniel Scott. Alexandria Danielle Scrivens. Legacy Cheyenne Shaw. Sebastian Warner Shaw. William Greeno Thayer Shed, cum laude. Austin Michael Shepard. Lauren Elizabeth Shepard. Brandon Cole Schickles. Jordan Tyler Shockley. Jaslyn Moon Simmons. Pamela Allen Singleton. Zoe Elizabeth Sisk. Wesley James Sizemore, cum laude. Christian Robert Smith. Keith Joseph Smith. Summer Ann Smith. Dominic Xavier Snyder. Eduardo Mark Sotelo. Emma Louise Spencer. Cassidy Ann Sprock. Amelia Rose Spool. Victoria Lynn Stam. Haley Shylin Stanley. Dominic Patrick Stark. Chase Owen Stiegel. Aiden Matthew Stieferman. Ethan Benjamin Steinhardt. Kyle Christian Stoff. Macy Renee Ann Stout. Gabriel Elijah Strode. Declan Davis Stroutman. Luke Bradley Thiel. Sierra Marie Thomas. Jillian Yvonne Tomlinson, cum laude. Justin Edward Thompson. Alexis Nicole Thost. Blake Hamilton Threadgill. Caitlin Hope Timmons, magna cum laude. Tyler Ross Toohey. Christian Jordan Trigg. Aaron Sidney Trollinger. Alexander James Marvin Trost. Hannah Elizabeth Tucker, cum laude. Thomas James Toon. Shaylee Lynn Ulrich. Brooke Lee Umfleet. Michael Salvador Vargas Escobedo. Brody Hunter Vaughn. Eli Joseph Velasco. Haley Nicole Velasco. Colton James Vanetta. Caitlin Alexandra Vinson. Rebecca Lee Vinton. Stephen Dane Voss. Matthew Robert Waffle. Jonathan Robert Reed Wagner. Nicholas William Reed Wagner. Jack Michael Walkenhorst. Brandon Lee Wallace. Jordan Anthony Walters, magna cum laude. Brianna Alexis Warren. Jack Michael Anthony Watson. Chase Austin Webb. Andrew Charles Weckenborg. Madison Page Welker. Aaron Kelly Wells, summa cum laude. Chase Lee Westover. Mason Lawrence White. Trinity Lee White. Marissa Dawn Weidman. Braden Joseph Wazorek. Alexander Thomas Wiggy. Cale Alexander Wilhelm, summa cum laude. Austin Lee Wayne Wilkins. Haley Elizabeth Williams. Madison Riley Williams. Tyler Michael Wilson. Abigail Marie Wright. Caitlin Nicole Yates. Casey Adam Yates. Emily Rose Zander. Timothy Robert Zander. Jordan Nicole Zolman. Emma Caroline Zrodlowski, cum laude.
Class of 2020, it is an honor and a privilege to be standing here today speaking to you as your principal. This is an honor that I am truly blessed to have, speaking on behalf of a lot of people who share this joy with us today all over the world. We may be distant, yet at the same time connected in ways that we would not normally have been connected on a ceremony like this. We watch tonight with family, friends, and loved ones. We watch in small family groups. We watch in larger family watch parties. But we watch together. Thanks to the countless number of school board members, administrators, teachers, paraprofessionals, counselors, and coordinators
that helped us along this educational journey. Thank you in particular to Dr. Kirchhoffer and Dr. Ridgway for their willingness to do whatever it took to honor our seniors amidst an ever-changing landscape this spring. Thanks go out to Dr. Veland, Dr. Berry, Ms. Paul, Dr. Youngkins, and Coach Taggart for helping me do the best job that I can for my kids. To Brad Snell, our leader, friend, and mentor, I will never be able to express enough to you how much I appreciate all you've done for our class. No one has worked harder for our kids to ensure that they get as many experiences as possible as you have. To Angie Macy and the rest of the guidance staff, thank you for helping our kids transition into the next phases of their life. And next, I need to express extreme gratitude to my office team in the class of 2020. Over the last 4 years, Christina Henry, Rachel Sanner, and Christine Alphin have given all that they have to the class of 2020, and we would not be here today without them. As you can see, it takes the dedication of a large group of people to make sure that I don't mess this up. I know the class of 2020 and myself would like to thank our families who have supported us every step of the way. It takes a lot of love and support from a lot of people to reach such an amazing accomplishment such as this. As a matter of fact, let's take advantage of this opportunity that we have while celebrating at home with our families to turn to them now and show them our appreciation. It isn't very often that we get to hug the ones we love and tell them how much we love and appreciate them while actually in the ceremony. So I'll pause here for a moment so that you can do that, because I think it's important. Finally, my most gracious shout out of appreciation goes to my class of 2020. I love you guys. Throughout my career as an educator and coach, I have offered up different views to my students, parents, and families. As a coach, it was my view from the bench. When I get together with all of you at our in-person ceremony, it will be my view from the podium. But my view today isn't what I want to share, because it's missing something. In fact, it's missing a lot of somethings. And if I'm being completely honest, my specific view today is the inside of the main office conference room, which is not exactly the awe-inspiring place I envisioned 4 years ago when we started this journey together. But what my view today is giving me is perspective. The definition of perspective is a particular attitude towards or way of regarding something, a point of view. Isn't it appropriate that the common use of 2020 is in the field of optometry, and that the number represents perfect vision? It's true that there are many ways to reach this perfect vision. There are surgeries, glasses, and contacts, to name a few. But all of these ways offer an infinite number of different people the ability to reach the same goal, to see their unique perspective clearly. So let me tell you what I see from my perspective. I see the nervous faces of timid new high school students hiding behind the faces of young men and women determined, proud, and confident. I see a group of students who understand resilience more than most of us had to at their age, because it is this resilience that is allowing them to see past circumstances that are out of their control and to not lose sight of the perspective of what today really means. I see them appreciating things they once took for granted. I see them taking the time to connect in new ways to old friends. I see them continuing to support and cheer each other on. I see them reaching out to let friends, teachers, and yes, crabby old principals know how much they appreciate them and bringing tears to their eyes in the process. I see these things because the class of 2020 has shown me and the rest of the world that they can sacrifice desired spring traditions to keep the ones that they love safe. I see compassion, empathy, sacrifice, hard work, and determination. I see a future workforce that truly understands what it means to be essential. I see a group of people at home now sharing this ceremony with the ones that they love and feeling a sudden urge to hold the ones that they love a little closer than they used to. I see our amazing students telling the world about their future plans and reminding all of us that they are moving forward, because the graduates of the class of 2020 cannot be defined by a single act or ceremony or spring. Instead, they will take their experiences beyond the closed buildings and into a world that will open up someday and will need their resilience, their perspective. Class of 2020, I'm so proud of you. I told you from day one, all of those assemblies ago, that you were part of my family forever, whether you like it or not. I will always be there for you. All you have to do is ask. I love you. class of 2020, rise wherever you are, move that tassel, and go forth and show the world how positive your perspective can be, because we're all going to need it. Thank you.